Welcome to another awesome tutorial from Olatech Concepts. My name remains Obisheson Tobiloba. I am your tutor. So today we shall be designing a flyer using the Grayscale method. So today I shall be teaching you the Grayscale method. So just let me tell you this before we start. A cool design is not about the medium you are using in working. It is about thinking hard about what you want to do. So what you want to do is what will trigger what you are going to design. So what you are thinking right now is what you are going to design. So your creativity comes from pondering and from thinking very well, critical thinking. So without much ado, let's dive straight into today's tutorial. Today we shall be designing this little piece of design that I have over here. This design was made for a graphic design smartphone designers around January this year that I made using the Grayscale method, and this exact design you can find it in the smartphone design tutorial also. So today we shall be designing straight away. So the first thing I'm going to do here is click on my rectangle twice, then I'm going to remove the outline, then I will give it a gray color like this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is create another shape over here. So I'm going to reduce the size like this, turn it around, okay, place it somewhere here. So I'm going to duplicate this. Before I do that, let me add some effect over here. So I'm going to click on my drop shadow. So I'm going to drag like this. Okay, I think it's looking good like that. Okay, so let me change the color to white and see how it looks. Okay, I like it like that. So I'm going to duplicate this shape over here. So I'm going to bring my ruler here. Let me give it an outline so I will know what I'm doing very well. Okay, so zoom in. So I'm going to click on the mirror. Okay, so we have it like this, touching the edge. Okay, so I'm going to remove the outline of the two. So I'm going to group them together. Cut. No, I'm going to power clip it into this shape. So I'm going to bring them over here. Okay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the two of them. Then I'll bring it down over here. Click on my mirror to bring it down. Okay, so I'm going to turn this back to white. Oh, the effect are leaving it, so let me just add the effect back. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for this. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my rectangle, or better still, I want this to be much more bigger, containing more space. Okay, let me delete this and duplicate this and click on the mirror. Okay, so I'm going to give it this shadow effect. Okay, so I'm going to click on the rectangle here. I'm going to power clip it. So I'm going to increase it like this. So I'm going to give it a black color. Okay, something like this. So I'll come down here. I'm going to duplicate this and bring it downward over here. I'm going to give it a white color and remove the outline. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in an icon over here. So before then, create a shape over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I will click on the shape tool. I'll click this and drag over here, and click this once and drag over here. Okay, so I'm going to give this a white color and remove the outline. So I'm going to type in my text over here. Learn how to design like a pro via pixel art. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to change the font type to Roboto. So I'm going to pick bold, Roboto bold. Okay, so I'm going to reduce the size S616. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate this. So I will using your smartphone. So I'm going to give you something stylish, bring ads. Let's see. Or better still, to be consistent with our font style, so I'm going to use Roboto also. Okay, so I'm going to reduce this to 12. So I'm going to bring my ruler over here to ensure that there's alignment. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is bring this my phone icon. So I'm going to remove these edges that are here. Remove the edges. Okay, reduce this, reduce this, reduce it. Okay, so I'm going to bring this downward a little bit. Okay, so bring this to front. So the next thing I'm going to do here is duplicate this, then to join, signed, interested. To 081. Okay, so something good like that. So I'm going to give it a center alignment like this. So I'm going to reduce the size to 12. So I'm going to bring that over here, maintaining the same alignment. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a circle, perfect one. Click that. So I'm going to add a black background, reduce it and place it somewhere here. So I'm going to duplicate this, then I write free class. Okay, so I'm going to bring this over here, order to front. Okay, it's already in the front, so I'll change the color to white. So ensure it's in the middle. So that space is too much. I just click on my shape tool over here, then I'll drag this up. So you want the space to be larger, you can drag it down, but in this case I'm going to drag it a little bit up. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is I will click on my rectangle tool and bring this over here. Click on my shape tool to change the shape, then I'm going to give it a white color. Okay, so I'm going to remove the outline over here, reduce this a little bit, place it over here, then duplicate this text, change the color to black and post. Okay, so I'm going to put this and place it somewhere here. Okay, let me reduce this a little bit, then I will duplicate this. So I'm going to bring this over here. Let me increase this to 14. Okay, like that. So next thing I'll be doing over here is bringing my calendar. So I'm going to bitmap this so that we'll be able to change the color. So I'm going to change it to a line art. So you come to your bitmap, then you come to mode, then you click on black and white, then over here you see line art. So I'm going to put a line art. So to remove the background that is showing white, just click on your left, click on it, then you give it an outline color of this. Okay, so I'm going to bitmap this once again. So I'm going to reduce the size. So I'll duplicate this and put dates. Okay, so I'm going to create a ruler, another ruler here, just to ensure that there's alignment. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. Okay, so I'm going to increase this a little bit. Order to front of layer. Bring this a little bit downward. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring another ruler over here just to maintain alignment in our design. Alignment is very important when you are designing your graphics. So I'm going to reduce this. I'm going to bitmap this. Okay, so I'll reduce the size. I'm going to bring another ruler over here. Okay, I'm going to create another one over here. So I'm going to bring this here, increase it a little bit. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring another ruler over here and another one over here. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this. So I'm going to type 8 PM. Then I'm going to delete this. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring the next icon over here. So I'm going to reduce the size to fit the guideline. The purpose of all this is just to create alignment so that our design will look very, very professional. So that's why we are using these rulers to check and check. Okay, so I'm going to bitmap this. So I'll come over here, come to my mode, black and white line art. Then I'm going to click on this, remove the background, and boom. So over here I'm going to duplicate this. I'm doing it over here. So I'm going to type time. So time. Just to create alignment. Okay, so I'm going to duplicate this, bring this a little bit up. Okay, duplicate this, zoom in, venue, so I'm going to tap this. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here. So our design is almost done. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to reduce the size of this logo. So I'm going to bitmap it. So convert it to line art, black and white. Okay, so I'm going to move the outline over here. So I'm going to reduce the size and bring it over here. Select the two and bring it over here. So practically we are done with our design, and as you can see our design is looking so beautiful even without adding color. So the assignment for you here is that this grayscale that we use over here. Well, after designing this, exactly this, you can add your favorite color to it, and let's see how it will come out. So see you in the next class, see you in the next video. Have a creative day ahead.